wonderful news. It's really tremendous to hear that the King's treatment has obviously gone well enough for him to be in a period of recuperation. Importantly, the statement describes that his treatment is ongoing, but wonderful to be able to hear that his stamina and his energy and his keenness to return to public duties is there. It was a wonderful piece of information today. His story really will give hope to other people. The King is obviously in an extraordinary situation in his role as King, but he's also a normal human being who has developed a diagnosis and has had to go through treatment. His honesty about his diagnosis in the first place was really inspiring, and we saw many more people looking for support and looking for information around cancer treatment and cancer diagnoses. But we also, from today's announcement, see that people can live well with a cancer diagnosis and recover well from a cancer diagnosis and its treatment. So it's a hugely important day, and hopefully for a lot of people it will give them huge confidence that they also can recover well from a cancer diagnosis and the treatment that comes with it. Treatment often continues for a prolonged period of time for a lot of people with the cancer diagnosis. And for King Charles, the advice obviously has been that he is coping well with treatment and healthily, thankfully, responding well to treatment, but that he should appropriately pace his return to public duties. It's been described from the announcement that there will be a selection of duties that he will choose to attend and to take part in. But what does feel really important is that he checks his stamina, checks his energy, checks his ability to sustain what I'm sure is quite a rigorous work schedule, and that he healthily makes sure that he recuperates within that process. Ongoing treatment will affect his energy, but he obviously has a real desire to be back in public face. For a lot of people, returning to their work or public services comes with risk. I think for King Charles, the main risk for him is just making sure that he doesn't overstretch his stamina. Cancer treatment is often tiring and fatiguing, and it's really important for his sake that he's given good advice on how he paces his return, how he paces his work commitments, and also from a general public point of view, that we continue to respect that he's still receiving treatment for a cancer diagnosis. I guess from my point of view, we see so many people coming to Maggie's on a daily basis for support that today's announcement is such an important and significant step. We hope that it encourages people to seek support for themselves, and we also hope that it sets a template that despite the challenge of a cancer diagnosis, people can live well whilst on treatment or live well while planning to recover from treatment.
Părăsește după ce bine s-a internat pentru prostată, pentru operație de prostată.
Yes, we are. Yeah, very happy to hear that he's got a clean bill of health to return to work, which I'm sure he's happy about, and will be happy to be out and about, and everyone, seeing that he's in good health. Yes.
Yeah, it's great news. It was sad to hear about the cancer diagnosis and what with him and Catherine coming at the same time. So it's great that he's on the mend and going to be back fighting fit and back out looking after the nation like he's always been doing, really. So yeah, it's great.
Well, it's good news for him, I suppose, and it's quite favourable news for the nation, I suppose.
King Charles will return to public duties next week for the first time since he was diagnosed with cancer, as he makes good progress following treatment and a period of recuperation, Buckingham Palace said on Friday. The palace revealed in February that the 75-year-old king had been diagnosed with an unspecified form of cancer, which was detected in tests after he had a corrective procedure for an enlarged prostate. His only public appearance came last month, when he greeted well-wishers in an impromptu walkabout after an Easter church service in Windsor, raising hopes his health was improving. Charles continued with official state business behind the scenes. A Buckingham Palace spokesperson said Charles was, quote, greatly encouraged to be resuming some public-facing duties and very grateful to his medical team. Doctors were positive about his continued recovery, though it was too early to say how much longer treatment would continue. The King's absence coincided with news that his daughter-in-law Kate, wife of his heir Prince William, was undergoing preventative chemotherapy after tests carried out in the wake of major abdominal surgery revealed that cancer had been present. To mark his return, Charles and his wife Queen Camilla will visit a cancer treatment centre in London next Tuesday, the palace said. But to aid his recovery, Charles won't carry out his usual summer programme.
Nie trzeba chyba, co?
Dann da so hin. Aber wenn nicht, dann müssen wir